Hi there, future scientists and math wizards. Welcome to Smile Road. I'm Sir M, and I created this channel just for you, senior high school students looking to make science and math easier, clearer, and yes, even more fun. On Smile Road, we explore exciting lessons in general science, solve real life problems in general mathematics, and learn how these subjects connect to the world around us, from floating boats to your monthly budget. Each meeting, I'll guide you through lessons using simple explanations, real life examples, and even a few challenges to keep your brain sharp. Whether you're reviewing for exams, catching up on class topics, or just curious about how the world works, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you won't miss any of our learning adventures here on Smile Road. Lesson 28, Basic Principles of Simple Machines. Simple machines help us do work more easily by applying basic physics principles. These machines don't create energy. They help us use it more efficiently by changing the magnitude or direction of force. Key physics principles in simple machines. Force and work. Work is done when a force moves on a object over a distance. The formula W is equals to F times D. Simple machines let us apply less force over more distance to do the same amount of work. Example, using a ramp, inclined plane lets you move a heavy box more easily than lifting it straight. And number two, mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage is how much a machine multiplies your input force. MA is equals to output force over the input force. A higher MA means you need a less effort to do the same job. Okay, so a long crowbar gives you more MA, uh, making it easier to lift heavy objects. Number two, efficiency. Efficiency means how well a machine turns input work into useful output work. Efficiency is equal to the output work over the input work times 100%. Real machines are never 100% efficient due to friction and heat loss. Oiling the moving parts of a wheel will uh, have a less friction and increases its efficiency. Number four, conservation of energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. Simple machines don't reduce the total work, they just change how the work is done, making tasks easier by changing force or distance. You use more distance long and need less force to lift a box. Number five, torque, rotational force. Torque is a force that causes rotation, important in levers, gears, and wheels. Formula, torque is equals to force times the lever arm distance. Example, a longer wrench makes it easier to loosen a tight bolt because it increases torque. Simple machines work based on physics principles such as force and motion, mechanical advantage, efficiency and energy conservation, friction reduction, and torque and leverage. Next, practice problems, principles of simple machines. Number one, a person uses a lever to lift a 200 Newton object. If the person applies a 50 Newton force, what is the mechanical advantage of the lever? Given output force 200 Newton, input force 50 Newton, unknown, MA. So use the formula MA is equal to output force over the input force, and just simply substitute the given data. The final answer is 4. Number 2, a pulley system lifts a 400 Newton load to a height of 2 meters. The user pulls the rope 6 meters with a force of 150 Newton. A, what is the input work? What is the output work? And what is the efficiency of the system? So given output force 400 Newton, output distance 2 meters, input force 150 Newton, input force 6 meters. Require the input work, the output work, and efficiency. To get the input work, use the formula input force times input distance. Substitute the given data, and you will get 900 joules. And then to obtain the output force, multiply the output force by output distance, substitute the given data, and the answer is 400. And then to obtain the efficiency, output work over the input work times 100%. So we just simply divide 800 by 900 times 100%. So that's the answer. And then number 3, a worker uses a wheelbarrow to move heavy soil. The output force is 600 Newton and the input force is 150 Newton. What is the mechanical advantage of the wheelbarrow? Output force 600 Newton, input force 150 Newton. Mechanical advantage is unknown. Use the formula MA is equal to output force over the input force. And the final answer is 4. Number 4, a ramp is 4 meters long and raises a load to a height of 1 meter. What is the ideal mechanical advantage of the ramp? Letter B, if the user applies a force of 250 Newton and moves the load 4 meters, what is the input work? Given the ramp length, input distance 4 meters, output distance 1 meter, input force 250 Newton meter, input distance 4 meters, the ideal mechanical advantage, and the input work. So the EMA is equal to the ramp length over the ramp height. Substitute the given data, the answer is 4. The input work is just simply the force times the distance, and substitute the given data, you will be getting 100,000 joules. So those are the final answers. And then number 5, a wrench applies a force of 600 Newton at a distance of 0.3 meters from the center of a bolt. What is the torque applied to the bolt? And given force 60 Newton, distance from the pivot, the radius 0.3 meters, and the required is torque. The formula to get the torque is tau is equals to F times R. Substitute the given data, and the final answer is 18 Newton meter. Next, we'll now go to the lesson, the MCQ for today's lesson, Physics Principles of Simple Machines. What is the primary purpose of simple machine? Letter A, to increase the speed of an object. Letter B, to change the type of energy. Letter C, to make work easier by multiplying force or changing direction. Letter D, to reduce the amount of work done. Number 2, which of the following is not a type of simple machine? Letter A, lever. Letter B, pulley. Letter C, screwdriver. Letter D, wedge. Next, number 3. In a first-class lever, where is the fulcrum located? Letter A, between the effort and the load. Letter B, at the end with the load in the middle. Letter C, at the end with the effort in the middle. Letter D, directly under the load. Next, number 4. What do we call the fixed point that a lever rotates around? Letter A, fulcrum. Letter B, load. Letter C, pivot. Letter D, joint. Number 5. Which type of simple machine is a ramp? A, lever. B, pulley. C, inclined plane. D, wheel and axle. Which of the following best describes mechanical advantage? Letter A, how fast the machine moves. Letter B, how much energy is stored. Letter C, ratio of output force to the input force. Letter D, product of the input force and the input distance. Number 7, what simple machine converts rotational motion into linear motion? Letter A, pulley. Letter B, screw. Letter C, wedge. Letter D, lever. Number 8, in a fixed pulley, what is the main benefit provided? Letter A, increase speed. B, multiply force. Letter C, change direction of force. Letter D, reduce friction. Number 9, which part of a wheel and axle turns with greater force but slower speed? Letter A, the axle. Letter B, the rim. Letter C, the center. Letter D, the pulley. Number 10, the efficiency of a machine is defined as letter A, the ratio of the power to the speed. Letter B, the total work output. Letter C, the percentage of input work converted to useful output work. Letter D, the force applied multiplied by distance moved. Okay, answer key for lesson number 28. Please proceed to lesson 29. Answer key for lesson 27, mechanical advantage, would be this one. Okay, so these are the answers for the previous lesson, lesson 28. And that's it for today's lesson here on Smile Road. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your classmates. And make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when a new lesson drops. This is Sir M reminding you that learning doesn't stop after the bell rings. Keep asking, keep exploring, and always walk the road of knowledge with a smile. A Smile Road where curiosity meets discovery. Thank you, everyone.